Good morning and welcome to day 2 of Connect 2021. Hope you are well wherever you're watching in the world. Now, our first tech talk today is from 2N, a leading European company engaged in the development and manufacturing of IP access control systems. According to a 2016 IHS study, 2N is the world's largest manufacturer of IP intercoms and a significant innovator in the field of IP access control systems and IP elevator communicators. Now, the company was founded in 1991 in the Czech Republic with headquarters in Prague, and currently it has more than 300 employees and sales offices in the USA, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, France, UAE, and Australia, having a distribution network all over the world. Now, in 2016, 2N became a part of the Axis Group. So you'll be watching a presentation now from 2N, but afterwards we'll have the chance to put questions to Nicholson, who was part of the team. So if you do have any questions, any thoughts while you're watching the presentation, do pop them in the chat box, which is on the right-hand side of the screen, and we'll try and put as many of them to the team. But for now, let's have a watch of the presentation.
At 2N, we've built extensive access control offerings with the goals of protecting people, protecting property, while enhancing the convenience of access control for the end users. Our focus on open IP products has allowed us to build offerings that lead the industry in meeting the needs of end users and dealers alike. Over the next 10 or so minutes, I'll show you the markets and installations where we cover, some of the benefits of working with 2N, and of course introduce you to our product portfolios and solutions. If you install, design, or sell access control, I think you'll find something that will improve or enhance your current business today. Our access control and intercoms are used throughout society in virtually every market segment, from schools and retail shops to industrial yards, apartments and condominiums, on up to major corporations. Our access units are the perfect standalone solution for the SMB marketplace, being powerful, yet easy to use and low cost, and they can integrate into third-party enterprise level access control solutions if one already exists. So whether it's standalone or integrated, with our 2N products, we'll have you covered. Access control today is changing dramatically. The need to better protect where we work, where we learn, and where we play is growing. And while controlling access conveniently to the major entrances is still the major use for access control, there are many more application points that aren't necessarily all that obvious in any given building. In a given building, you may have the main entrance, but you'll also have offices in sensitive areas. You'll have meeting rooms, reception areas, parking garages and gates, lifts, common areas, building management areas, and emergency call stations. All of these application points expand the total security envelope of that building and gives you as a dealer installer the ability to expand your application and your business within that opportunity. At 2N, we have applications for each and every one of these opportunities that you will run into. Having the opportunity, as we do at 2N, to travel globally and work with our dealers, partners, and end users, we learn a lot. Some of the lessons are obvious, like the one shown in this picture on this screen. Our customers want to have, and they tell us over and over, one system for their building or their application. They want to have all of their systems working together, integrated together, and they don't want to have multiple devices hanging on their walls. Not only does this run up the cost with having to buy multiple devices and then maintain them after the installation, but once again, they don't all function together. Next, we hear end user friendliness is a must. Systems have to be simple and intuitive. Dealers and integrators today don't have the time or the resources to keep running out to train end users on difficult systems. Remote management configuration is a big need today. Again, and partly due to COVID, the less amount of contact that we have out in the marketplace, the better, and not having to roll a truck with teams of people out to a location to configure or handle a problem is costly and not what the end user wants. So being able to do remote management is something that is a growing trend. Mobile solution for anywhere connectivity. Everyone wants to be connected to their commercial building, their office, or their home. So having the ability on your smart device to connect into your building is becoming a must. And finally, everyone wants a cost competitive solution. That's nothing new, and that won't change in the future. But being able to supply a solution and a system that will bring functionality and benefit and do so at a cost competitive means is what we strive for at 2N. The last thing we hear is this: a technology to grow with. People want a system to handle their needs today, but they want to make sure that system will evolve and grow for their future needs, and many times they don't know what those needs are. So at 2N, we have complete solutions to meet all of the needs for access control, starting with our communication and our intercom door business, adding on to that our access control standalone access units, all coupled with our back-end Access Commander software, and then finally rounding out our overall solution with our answering stations. So taking all of those components together, we have everything that is needed for a well thought out access control offering and solution. Now, taking a look at our specific product groups, let's start with our access units. We have 6 different form factors of our access units with single technology and combination technology. From a single combination standpoint, we have RFID, Bluetooth, keypad, and fingerprint. And then combination, we have keypad, RFID, Bluetooth, RFID. We also have our 2N mobile key, which is our 2N Bluetooth app, which works in connection with our Bluetooth readers. And it's worth noting that we do not have any monthly charge associated with our Bluetooth solution like most of our competitors have. We will also be launching very shortly our 2N access unit mullion style. We'll have 3 different versions of that, and our colleague Lucas will talk about our mullion style access units later on in the program. Next, from a feedback from the market standpoint, one of the current latest trends is for low touch. And I want you to know that we have low touch covered from several different angles with the 2N solutions. First of all is our mobile access with Bluetooth, which is a no-touch solution using our Bluetooth app. We have RFID solutions with key fobs and key cards supporting the latest technologies in the marketplace, which again, it can be a no-touch access control solution. We have wave to call using our video on our intercoms, where you can simply motion at the intercom to place the call, eliminating the need to touch. And finally, coming soon will be our mobile guest credentials, which can be emailed or text out to your guests, eliminating or reducing the amount of contact needed. So overall, 2N, we keep to continue to invest in new technologies, allowing us to add on to our systems and our solutions today, meeting the needs of the industry. From an intercom standpoint, we truly have a solution for every application that you're going to come across. We have 6 different families of intercoms. Our top of the line family is our Verso. It's called the Verso because it's versatile. That Bluetooth module can be replaced with one of 10 different modules. This also comes in a 3-frame format as well. Plus you can daisy chain on as many modules as you would like. Next is our LTE Verso. This is the world's first cellular LTE intercom. This is a great solution for any hard to cable to application, such as an historic apartment building, or maybe you have a gate 1,000 yards out at the end of an airport and you want to have intercom service at that gate. The LTE Verso is a great product for those types of applications. Next is our small footprint IP Solo, great for the SMB and residential marketplace. Then comes our IP Force. It comes in 10 different modules. It's IP69K rated, so super robust. Keypads, readers, different configurations of buttons. Anywhere you have a harsh environment application, the Force is the pick for that application. Next is the Safety, built on the same platform as the Force. 3 different models. Audio only, super robust. This is a great product for upgrading existing call stanchions from old technology to a networked IP product. You can also pull in third-party video with the call. And finally is our 2N IP base, our economical platform for intercoms. The dealer can configure it in 1 or 2 buttons, and you can have it with or without a reader. So that's the lineup, truly an application solution for every application that you're going to come across. What all of our intercoms have in common is they're all built on the same intuitive platform, same user interface, so you only have to learn one interface to use all of our products. They're all smart SIP edge devices, so the brains are in the units. You don't need a master station or a SIP server or any other device. They're all powered and installed by simple PoE, one cable, plug and play. They all have built-in inputs and output relays, so no door controller is needed. And they're all browser-based, so you can browse right to the unit to configure it and maintain it. And or you can control a wide deployment of units with 2N Access Commander, which I'll mention in the next slide. Our 2N Access Commander is our complete SMB access control software platform. It's a great platform for the SMB marketplace. Simple, easy to use, very intuitive. Again, you can control and configure campus-wide deployments of access units and intercoms. In the States, we have school districts that have thousands of intercoms and access units. Those can all be configured and controlled from one location through Access Commander. And Access Commander is highly competitive with one-time, very affordable licenses. Our colleague, Gareth, will give you a deep dive on Access Commander coming up in the program. Rounding out our solutions offering are our answering stations. We have 5 different answering platforms to choose from our very affordable audio-only answering station all the way up to the most sophisticated Android-based 7-inch top-of-the-line 2N Indoor Touch 2.0, which, by the way, will integrate seamlessly with home and office automation platforms. And then we have solutions in between, along with our 2N mobile video solution, which is our cloud-based, anywhere in the world, audio, video, door control solution from your smart device platform. So again, from an answering station standpoint, whatever your need, we will have a product and a solution for that need. So kind of wrapping it all up here, we want to be your access control partner, and we think we've built out the solutions and platforms that you need for all of your needs. We're open. All of our platforms are open integration. That's one of the things we believe in. Again, that is driven by end users in the marketplace. They want to have solutions that are seamlessly working together, one solution for their building. We integrate with Axis, Genetec, Cisco, Milestone, all the major providers of other solutions in the marketplace. We will integrate with them. We have the most complete offering in the marketplace with intercoms, access units, answering stations, our Access Commander platform, and we continuously invest heavily to develop the next great technology that you'll need to solve problems for your end users. All of our products are developed with the end user in mind, so they're end user friendly with intuitive interfaces, remote management, mobile solutions, and they're flexible and expandable so they meet today's needs, but the needs of the end user for the future just by adding on to the system. And finally, from a service and support standpoint, we think we are among the best in the industry with our great local teams, our online continuous training, as well as in-person training, and the best tech support team backing it all up. We are also highly competitive. Our hardware is priced very competitively, our installation is very simple and quick, and our quality of our products is second to none, driving maintenance costs down. So overall, the total cost of ownership of the 2N system is among the best in the industry. So with that, I want to thank you for your time today.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that presentation. And I'm delighted to say that we now have Michael Nicholson, who is the Business Development Manager for the UK and Ireland for 2N, with me to answer your questions. Welcome, Michael.
Yes, I'm glad to be here. It's been good. Looking forward to the event and to any questions which anybody may have. Bring them on. Yeah.
Absolutely. I like it. That's a good attitude. And I feel like we must say, because 2N's headquarters are in Prague, but as we were saying in the introduction, you have teams all over the world. And where are you, Michael?
I'm based in Manchester in the UK, so I'm part of the team that supports customers throughout the UK and Ireland.
Excellent. And if you do have questions, as we were saying, do use the chat box, which is in the top right hand screen, just by the main box where you can see me and Michael. And if you have questions, write them in and I'll put them to Michael while we have this time for the Q&A. But just to kick off, Michael, we've seen the presentation, but as we have you here, what would you say are the main benefits of this intercom?
Well, with 2N's intercoms, they're full IP, yeah. So unlike a lot of manufacturers out there who have come from an analog background, 2N have always developed products for the IP and the telecoms markets. They're open platform, which means as well as being able to work on a standalone network or on a company's IP telephone systems, they can also work with any kind of telecoms platform which supports SIP. They're open platform, which means they can also integrate into other solutions, and integration is a big part of trends and technology going forwards. So, whatever your project requirements, we feel we can provide an intercom or a solution that will meet your specification.
Okay, and I mean, one of the things that all of us are glued to at the moment are our mobile phones, for good or bad. But how does your mobile access work? What do you need for that, and how much do you charge for mobile credentials?
Well, the answer to the second question, with regards to the mobile credential, we provide a free solution. So the way our technology works is it's a case of the Bluetooth reader will have the reader and the control panel built in. So that's a cost saving, first of all, because all that's required is an IP point. Once that's in place, it's just a case of pairing the mobile device with a secure key, which we've brought to the market, Wave Key, which is a very good and fluid technology. Once that's done, it's just a case of enrolling your mobile device as you would a standard traditional RFID card or credential.
Okay, great. Thank you, Michael. And in terms of connecting to the IP intercoms, what do you need? Is it some kind of controller to control the door? How does it work?
Well, all our intercoms and also our access control readers have two relay contacts off the back. So one of them is an active relay, which will power any standard industrial electrical strike. So that can be connected to the door, but it can also power the door strike as well. So from a maintenance and installation point of view, that's a big cost saving. The other is a dry contact, which can be connected to heavier devices such as madlocks, so that those tend to be on the more secure doors, the external doors. And as long as it's in line with a 12 volts power supply, which is usually in place anyway, that can also be connected to the door entry. So the main benefits are we can effectively power the electrical strike. but also from an in-store point of view, the modules which are required to operate the doors are built into the intercom, so no additional hardware is required.
Oh, well, that's something that's useful to know as well, that you don't need to have additional hardware.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I've
Yeah.
got a question that's come in, Michael, from someone who's watching. Thank you for this question. And they ask, can they integrate with other security devices like CCTV, for example?
Yes, we can. So one of the big benefits of the 2N intercoms is, as well as the features which you get with the hardware, there are also additional features which can be activated by adding licenses. And one of those is the streaming of video to an existing video surveillance system. And that would just require an enhanced video security license, which can be activated. We have a part code for it, which is available through our suppliers. That's paired with the intercom, and once that's done, your intercom's camera can then effectively be integrated into the video surveillance system.
Okay, that's lovely. And thank you for that question as well. Again, if you have any other questions that you want to ask Michael, we do have some more time here to do that while he's with us in sunny Manchester, and we'll put those to Michael. But I wondered as well, what has the reaction been in terms of the market, Michael, to the product? Have there been any surprises along the way?
Well, I mean, we've always been well known as an IP intercom manufacturer. I think what a lot of people have learned about 2N is not only do we provide the IP intercoms, we have several models which cover various sectors. So we have intercoms which can be used in ruggedized and harsh environments, but we also have intercoms which can be used for high-end commercial and residential applications. So we have a range which covers most requirements, pretty much all requirements. What a lot of people are surprised with 2N is we also provide an access solution and an also audio solution as well. Our open platform technology allows us to integrate with a lot of other technologies such as home automation and, as you mentioned before, video surveillance systems. So as well as a standalone solution, we're also known as a manufacturer that is part of an integrated solution. So technology and the way things are going, things are constantly driving forwards, and because of our open platform, we're able to compete and keep pace with that. So we're always at the top of clients' wish list when it comes to integrating our technology, especially with our open platform.
Okay, thank you. So we've got another question that's come in, Michael, and this is about data. If using biometrics, how is the data handled? Is it stored and managed by 2N?
Well, the data is stored in the control panel, which is built into the readers, and that's programmed in via either our Access Commander software, or if you don't feel like you need to have our access control software in place, you can actually manage it through our web browser, but that would be managed by the end user or whoever's put it in the system for the end user.
Okay, great. Thank you for that question. Another question that's just come in as well, Michael. Do 2N use BLE technology? I've heard a lot about this, but don't really know what the benefits are.
Right. So BLE technology, Bluetooth Low Energy, is basically a requirement which saves the battery time on your mobile device. So obviously now mobiles are being used not just for making calls and for the youngsters to connect onto social media, but they're being used as part of a security system as well. And our technology doesn't draw any additional power from the mobile device. So I think the reason for that question is, will your mobile device lose power if it's using a 2N technology? And the answer is no. So we support the BLE technology requirements.
And I guess that is quite important because, I know from my personal experience, the battery goes so quickly, and to know that it's not going to be draining it unnecessarily is
yes,
useful, isn't it?
Yes. Especially when, Geeta, you've got the app, which is required to be on the device to support the access solutions. running in the background, it's important for customers to know that while that app is running in the background, so your phone may actually be locked, but the app is still running. It's not drawing any unnecessary power, which will drain your battery or your mobile's power.
All right, excellent. And thank you for that question, for sending that through. Still a bit more time, so if you do have any other questions left, please do pop them in now. I was wondering, Michael, for anyone who works with Gene Tech, how exactly are you integrated with them?
With who, sorry?
Gene Tech.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with how we're integrated, but because of our open platform technology, which is a big part of the design of 2N's products, we can integrate. So once we know what the requirement is and what's needed, we have a specialized integration team which is able to either provide the necessary information to deliver the integration, and if we need information from the technology partner that we're integrating with, we'll arrange for that information to be given to us, and then between us we'll basically write the script or the formulas that are required to deliver the integration. So the most important part is, although we may not know what's required from the end user, once we know what the requirements are with our open platform feature, getting the integration in place is fairly straightforward.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, Michael. And I just wondered as well, kind of looking forward, is there anything that our audience should be keeping an eye out for from 2N?
Yeah, so one of the good things about 2N is we're constantly looking to deliver better features. As markets change and technology requirements change, end users are always asking for the latest tech. We're going to be introducing our new intercom to the market, the IP style, which will further strengthen our position, especially with high-end residential and commercial developments. So this is an IP intercom which with built-in 10-inch wide dynamic screen. It will have the built-in Bluetooth technology, which we've mentioned on this call, and it's also been asked about with some of the questions. It will also have the ability to detect activity, and it will further strengthen our technology and our product range in the market.
Lovely. So I've got one final question that's just come in before we close the Q&A, and it's just kind of building on this conversation we were having about mobile phones. Why do you think there is a growing trend in the use of mobile access?
Well, one of the main reasons is everybody's got their mobile phones with them these days. It's normal for everybody, youngsters and the older generations. They've embraced the technology and it's moved forward very quickly over the last few years. So they want to be able to use the technology that they've got on the mobile phones and integrate it with other applications, and access control is one of them. Whereas with a standard access control RFID card, you can forget your card, and then that compromises your access control solution. You very rarely forget your mobile phone, and if you do, you remember it. So from a security point of view, not only is it a very reliable feature to have, but it's if it's lost, it's easy. It's something that's noticed very quickly. So it gives you time to be able to put things in place to keep your applications secure. So the fact that the mobile phones are able to embrace and integrate this technology, it's a win-win solution for mobile phone users as well as the manufacturers such as 2N, who have incorporated that technology into their access control solutions.
Oh, Michael, fantastic. That's, really interesting to see how the way we're all living our lives now is genuinely affecting the world of security as well. And I guess in this case, mobile phones are helping us. Sometimes
they are, yes.
They're not.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Well, we've come to the end of our session with you. Michael, thank you so much for joining us for this tech talk, Michael Nicholson from 2N. If you still have any questions about the product and you want to know more, you can book a session with a 2N representative at the exhibitor booth. So do go and do that. We'll be back with our next tech talk, and that's at 10:45, and that will be with Proxy Clicks. So hope you can join us then. But until then, have a good day.
Okay, thank you very much, Peter. It's been a pleasure.